Yeah. The same way, I will give you example. You spell the word. You don't understand that? Why are you looking at me like that? Or you just still shocked by the Korea you lost today? That's why? Yeah. That was a horrible game. Did you watch the game? Oh my God, I got so furious. Oh, what's wrong with the man? Yes? 정신 차려. Yes, we're gonna actually take the vocab test. We are done with the soccer. Number one, everyone listen and try to guess what I'm talking about. Yes? All right. Imagine yourself, you walking in, let's say, in Spain, and you are, as a tourist, you're trying to just get there as much as you can, enjoying the food and also the people and the language and beautiful buildings in especially Barcelona. And when you look at those buildings or even the structure that they have created, that is a pure blank of how they think, how they see the world, and how they want the world to be. Because all the cultures, every single culture that we have ever created is based on our thought. We're gonna read about the Plato, the one of the famous philosophers in the history, and your thoughts, your depth of the philosophy, all gonna be expressed in some way, yes? And especially the art and the architecture and the eloquent writing or even the story. These are all manifestation of people's thinking, yes? So you can say the building shape or the style or how they create this beautiful structure is a huge blank of their thought. Do you understand that? Did you get that? Number 2. Personally, I believe believing in something is much easier than getting a trust. Trust requires the years of accumulation of the good things. Think about the person that you actually made a connection with. This person looks great and he or she seems very fine and sane and it's very cool to hang out with. But let's say this person has made a terrible mistake to your life and you're going to lose your trust, yes? So earning 100% blank trust from somebody is one of the most impossible things to do. Because even one tiny mistake will just create the flaw. You guys understand what I'm saying? Yeah? We're almost talking about the unconditional trust that I don't think that exists in this world. It's hard to gain the blank trust. Number 3. The last time you guys told me that I really didn't actually just give you the clear direction whether this is going to be conjugated or not. So I'm just going to give you the number of the letters clearly. This is conjugated, yeah, for sure. And this is 9 letters. 9 letters. When you are looking at how societal image has been really resonated in the world, it's very fascinating, because subconsciously you have earned some kind of fixed or stereotype of the image towards any particular part of the society, or even the gender, or even the particular group of the people, yes? Because that's how you got taught by the society or educational institution, correct? So the magazines or the TV or any movies or any kind of visuals, kind of the arena platform, the image of the woman is being blanked different from the image of man. Because of the differences between these two different gender, the image of women tends to be blanked as the, let's say, different one. Yeah? Yeah, I try to choose the one that I really didn't make the example out of last time. So this could be a little bit easier than before or even more difficult than before. You guys got that? Okay. All right. Next one is also conjugated one. Number four. It is 11 letters. It is 11 letters. Okay. Teacher's job is basically this. Of the difficult, complex, complicated, convoluted concept. Why? Because the institution exists for the reason the students should be able to learn or understand the concept, especially the difficult one, easily, so that they could gain the knowledge, they could get the insight, they could actually move up to the more advanced level of educational stage. My job now, I have been blank. How am I going to really just help my students observe all the stuff they need in terms of expressing themselves well, or speaking eloquently, or writing beautifully, how they can really communicate with the people who speak only language, English. And my job is try to make things easier than before. Yeah, so we can make a sentence, I have been blanked, the difficult concept or difficult, let's say, approach of learning English. Yeah, so that my students, they can learn easily. Yeah, that was that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, if in the word there is diversity, then it equals
Don't go that way. Yeah, because there's no word that I used in my example which has two words in it. So your question already, you're actually approaching to the wrong direction. So it is 11 letters. It is 11 letters for sure. Let me just double check. Yes. Okay, then number 4 was difficult to understand? You didn't get that? Okay, number 4, I'll give you another one. I've been asking you to create a monthly video, and you especially, you chose very difficult concept, which I can't really fathom. You're talking about the space, you're talking about mathematical, some kind of concept. For those kind of like scientific topic, I'm thrilled to learn, but sometimes it's hard to follow up, right? And again, the scholars and the professors or the teachers or anybody who knows how to really just kind of like help the students digest the difficult concept, they are blank the convoluted, complicated concept for the students so that they are learning better. Yeah. I hope you get it. I really do. All right, let's go easier one, number 5. Number 5, it's not conjugated, but I just add one more letter. So this is gonna be 9 letters. 9 letters. All right. The other day, one of you asked me, what is philosophy? That was a great question. And my definition was philosophy is all about the unique or even the individual's like expression of what they think or how they see the world. That's my definition. But when you look at the dictionary, they give you different clear definition of what philosophy is. And to add to that, philosophy is really the one that could really just gain more insight, and also we could really develop with having lots of blank with the people who have a different opinions about anything. Like any other field, you really want to find a solution. You want to find a better one. You want to really evolve. What's the evolution? You're making bigger. You're making different. You're making things better. And how are we going to make that happen? Especially this kind of intellectual arena, the area, we need to have a lots of blank with the people who have a clear or even the fresh or even very aggressive and positive, like all different kinds of opinions. With that process, we could end up having some kind of like final thought or expression or conclusion. That's number 5. Okay, number 6. Number 6. What are the odds of like having met twins in your life? The twins are identical beings. They share the same DNA, of course, and they look the same, and even characteristics are very similar. So when you look at their face, like especially when they have the same hairstyle or same outfit, it's hard to distinguish which one is A or B. So you need to find some kind of blank if you want to really just call them as A, and you want to call them B as a B, because the twins, probably the least thing they want to have is somebody just calling them with the wrong name. Yeah? That was number 6. That was number 6. Number 7, should I just give you easier one or difficult one or the mediocre level one? Which one do you want? Okay. And number 7 will be the last one. Number 7, it's 11 letters. It's conjugated as well. 11 letters. Have you ever seen, again, 참교육 on Netflix? No? You haven't seen it? While I was watching that show, that got me thinking, like, what is the true education? What do we need to do with these kids? And they are smart enough to get away from any kind of like punishment or even the paying what they have done. And as a social member, like that show kind of, personally, I don't think that show was executed well, like very in a sophisticated way. But that was kind of good enough to make people think about what is a true education, and as an adult, what do we need to do with the kids, yeah? And do we need to use the positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement? Like we call it 당근 or 채찍. So if you keep just playing video games day and night, not just doing other work as a student, as a probably teacher or the parents, they are going to be blank you. If you don't do what I said, you're not gonna have any things you want, no pocket money, you're gonna be grounded. That's we call the negative reinforcement. The other way that we could do, if you do what I said, I will give you, let's say, $100. If you get the good score this midterm, and I will give you, let's say, $500. That's a positive reinforcement, and you have to kind of use it two different ways, efficiently and wisely, in my opinion. So you are blank your kid. If they don't do their homework and you said to them, you are going to be grounded. Got that?